Okay. Live from my house. I am only streaming 230 kilobytes per second in 1080p. How did I do that? Streamers hate him. Hate me. What? That's not possible. It's not possible to stream with that small of a frame rate. It's not possible. I don't get it. Max bit rate. Holy crap, I can stream very fast. I can stream very fast indeed. I'm going 7,000. I'm going 1 megabyte per second upload speed. I do kind of like my internet. I wish it weren't the man, but hey, I sold their stock. I had their stock, I sold it. I'm out. Although I'm paying them now. That's not good. They've earned more off of me than I've earned from them. Wait. Am I streaming now? It says I'm live from New York. I wish it weren't the man, but hey, I sold their stock. I had their stock, I sold it. I'm out. So apparently I was streaming. Now I'm downloading. Let's see how clear it. Oh, silky smooth. I love good internet. I love it. It's so precious. Alright, so I believe I am streaming now. I believe it's clear enough quality for you. I believe in a lot of things. I hope I'm set to go. Let's get this stuff out the way, yo. I can really get this out of the frame, the picture frame. Here, it's not in the picture frame. You see nothing. I got this new wallet. It's super thin. So much better since all I need is a card and my driver's license and whatnot. Health insurance. That's it. I only have this side full. I'll put a card in somebody's card in it. I don't need it. Okay. Here I am, Ruby on Rails. Let's do it. Let's get started. I'm tired of fiddling. Ruby on Rails. Okay, little background. I have no history on Ruby on Rails. There's things called gems. Ruby is the framework. Rails is the language. Ruby on Rails. Get it? A lot of 2 jobs I've looked at use Ruby on Rails. It's open source, so that's awesome. It's free. I've just learned about the world of Microsoft licensing. It's crazy expensive. It's like, and then even if you want to buy it, you can't normally buy it. It's like vague. You have to go through vendors or something. You can't get it instantly. If a trial goes up, you're kind of out of luck until you figure out what's going on. They know you installed it, but they don't know at the same time. I've seen people use CD keys. I've never done this. I don't know how to do that. But they use CD keys and they can use it for free, but I don't understand it. But it's expensive if you want to do it. They have licenses per user. If you're a website and you're doing it per user, that's crazy. I guess that's for smaller. I'm going off on a tangent. Basically, I know someone that doesn't care for Ruby on Rails, but being open source, having job market wants it, I've heard that it's a one-stop solution for most projects. Good layout, decent community. It has weird language looking because there's no like semicolons. It's all about spacing. Like if your spacing is wrong, it won't run type thing. That's interesting. I don't know if I like it. I think it's convention over configuration, which right now I don't really like because it looks like magic is happening when it's just doing a convention. But how do you know? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Maybe it's easy enough. I've heard there's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's open source. Code Mentor is built with it. A site I like. Built with. This tells you all about it. I looked up Code Mentor. They're also using Firebase, which is cool for part of it. Advertising, they use all kind of ads. Analytics and tracking, every analytic you could want. JavaScript libraries, jQuery, Twitter, Facebook, Angular. I'm so confused. Ruby on Rails or Angular? Ruby on Rails is the back end, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what to do anymore then. Alright, so enough jabbering. I'm going to close that. Actually, Control-Shift-Tab brings that back because the maximum is 6,000. I'm pumping it out at 720, 7,200, I mean. Recommended for 10, max is, damn. Go stream, go computer internet, go. Great. I love you guys. If you're watching me, you have no idea how much this is exciting to me. I'm hyper as hell right now because of you. Because the thought of you. So sexy. That's what I'm thinking all the time. Really though, like I want to teach people. I wanted to learn. I want to teach. I want to help others. I want to have a community. I want to share passion. Programming is cool. It's sweet. It's awesome. What you can do with it, your imagination, where you can do it, anywhere. Yeah, it's just so sweet. So Ruby on Rails. Let's start beginning real quick. Doesn't hurt. Ruby on Rails is an open source web framework that's optimized for programmer happiness and sustainable productivity. It lets you write beautiful code by favoring convention over configuration. See, convention over. That's where I got that. Get excited. Screencasts and presentations. Get started. Get better. Get involved. Rails is the most well thought out web. Who's already on Rails? So of these, Twitter, GitHub, Basecamp, those are all legit. Who is behind it? People. Sponsored by Basecamp. That's cool. What happens if I click here? Ruby. With Ruby installed, you can install all of Rails and it's dependent through Ruby gems and the command line. Your application. I don't have WAMP running, do I? I don't want to confuse things. I don't think it would actually, but I don't need that. So, do I have 100 viewers yet? No. Okay. Windows installer, Ruby popular. Great, that's what I'm looking for. Ruby installer is the latest one, x64. I am x64. If you don't know what that means, that's 64-bit Windows. You have to have a 64-bit processor, which most things are nowadays. So if you have a new computer, this is what you use. It's either 64 or 32-bit. I'm clicking on you. See how fast I downloaded that? Oh, so sweet. Well, it's not that fast. Hey guy, I would like to open. I will open you this way. And don't need logs. This I don't really need either. Ruby on Rails, this is what I want to cover today, or my portfolio, or my parents' website, or Ember. I kind of might do Ember actually, if this doesn't get anywhere. I might get caught in the traffic, and I don't want to do that. You didn't download, or you didn't open. Why didn't you open? I don't understand. My computer's not usually this sleepy. That's not good. I'm scared to organize, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't stop me. Okay, maybe you can. Nine minutes of epicness. Seriously, you don't even know the journey that's ahead of us. We're gonna find out about Ruby on Rails. This thing I keep hearing about. The challenge though is, I think I want to use it as back end, but not a front end. I don't know how you separate the two. A little background for me, I know a bit of PHP. It's super easy to get started. If you haven't used PHP, you should try it. It's really beginner friendly because it's like super easy. Makes sense. Okay. Wow. Hey guys, you said it was super easy. I believe in you. I believe. I smell burning. I think my computer might be fried somehow. You can do it! I think I might have to delete something today. That's what I will do after the stream. There's no telling how much rolling. Oh god. Is this the latest? What did I download? It's only 17 megs. The YouTube gods are against me today. Possibly. I ordered a new washer and dryer. You know you're old when you're purchasing washer and dryers. Gotta clean clothes and all that. Holy guacamole, Batman. Alright, in the meantime, this gotta go. I don't understand how that can be so weird. I'm gonna close this even. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Yeah, Chrome, you're being weird. You gotta get shut down. This is unusual. Yeah, Chrome has all these extensions. So many processes. Holy crap. Alright, no more holiness going on. Ruby. Try and download this one more time. If it's not quick and easy, I'm gonna have to leave you in the dust. I don't think it's gonna be quick and easy. Why? I don't know. So, zombie way. It's hard to do this when I can't install a simple exe. or MSF or whatever it is. I've never seen this before. So this is being a computer programmer, you know? You're like, I used X many hours, I've been on this computer for thousands of hours, I've never ran into this problem, and then bam, hits at the least expected time. Rails. Let's see what this comes up with. Rails tutorial book. I don't want a book right now. That's not so entertaining, right? You know. Again, I don't need a book right now. Zombies. Okay, zombies it is. I'm just. Wait, what? There's a video. Wow.
I'm Ray Pollock, and you're watching Rails for Zombies. This is level 1, where we're going to be getting deep in the CRUD. If you're not yet familiar with the Ruby programming language, you might want to pause the video and head over to tryruby.org. Spend a few minutes there on the tutorial getting familiar with the Ruby syntax. You don't have to finish the whole thing, and then come back over here and continue this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be building a web application somewhat like Twitter, except it's going to be Twitter for zombies. To start building our web application, we're going to start in the database with a database table called tweets. You might say that that looks kind of like an Excel spreadsheet. We've got 4 rows, and we have 3 columns across the top. If we were to name these columns, the first one we might call ID. The second one we might call status, that's our tweet. And the third we'll call zombie, meaning the zombie that posted that tweet. The first problem we need to solve in our web application is how to retrieve the tweet object with the ID equal to 3. So maybe we can display it on the page later.
Great.
Before we try to solve this challenge, we need to make sure we all understand what a hash is. You might remember this from Try Ruby. It's just basically multiple keys and values surrounded by curly braces.
That's a hash, okay.
Here you can see row number 3
like a
expressed as
JavaScript
a hash.
object.
If we only had a single key and value, it might look something like this. And a hash recipe, you might say, looks something like this. And as we go through this course, you're going to be seeing a couple different recipes when we want to show you what the underlying syntax looks like.
Okay, I get it. Variable B, key is whatever it is, value. I got it.
The anatomy of a hash has keys and values. So ID, status, and
Real quick. You're still not going to let me download. Please let me download. Please. 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 Do I gotta do it? I'll open up Internet Explorer if I have to. I will do it. Don't threaten me, Chrome. Crazy. Look. What is this? What is this? Chrome, why are you being punk? Why are you being a punk, Chrome? Sure. Sure. I have no idea what that will do, but I don't know what that is. We're installing it though. Going to town. It'd be amazing if I could get that set up, you know? I'll leave this over here. Setup. Setup. So quiet. I wish I had a viewer or two. That would make my life great. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna, if you don't know about IRC, you should try it. It's the bomb. It's the smoke diggity, bomb diggity, smoke diggity. My computer's a little tired right now. Oh, poor thing. Where's my Skype? I forget what it's called now. Oh, XIRC? I thought that is what it's called. Text chat. I'll show you. For those uninitiated. Connecting. Bam. So, all of a sudden, I am connected to some of the best minds for certain topics. Learn programming, Reddit. If you go to reddit/r/learn programming, perfect for here. Giving Tree Tech. I was promoting Giving Tree Tech, now it's whatever. JavaScript. I don't need alerts for beep on message, no. OpenID, Art JavaScript, Tamula, it's a A&M thing. Learn programming. I'm gonna post in here saying, hey, watch my stream and harass me because I like people. And I like harassment, I suppose. I don't know if I installed Ruby on Rails or not, but I think I did. Anyway, thank you, Firefox, for being a bro. These guys,
Zombie, are all keys, and the values here are 3, I just ate some delicious brains, and Jim. The second two are strings. The first is obviously an integer.
string, int.
And we call these keys symbols, Ruby symbols, because they have that colon in front of them. So we're storing a new hash inside that B variable. But how do we read values out of a hash? We can do that by simply specifying B and
I bet y'all are getting all kinds of loud noise. I'm gonna grab my headphones real quick so it's not loud going into the mic. Probably need my keys. I'll be right back. Oh, did Chrome finally decide to run it? You for real? I guess so. Chrome is just a little tired. A little sleepy. I'm plugging in my headphones, which I brought to work, which might be a little short, but whatever. I won't judge. I need some water, folks. Warm up. Who's beeping now? I don't know why all of these are set to beep. New Ionic. You guys need to be quiet. Beep on message. Why is that a default? I don't know. I know I took them off before. Got the left. So hopefully I'll only hear this net once now. But it was crazy sounding. No. I think I need to restart my computer as soon as I can, really. Once I'm done with this. I'm gonna look at my YouTube. Where can I find my YouTube? Live YouTube events, my live events. I'm gonna look at the live control room, and I'm gonna go to the view page. So hopefully I'll only hear this net once now, but it was crazy sounding. I think I need to restart my computer as soon as I can. Once I'm done with this. I'm gonna look at my YouTube. That is kind of loud for y'all too, my keyboard. Where can I find my YouTube? Live YouTube events, my live events. Okay. Paused it. Now I'm back here. Deep in the CRUD. Create, read, update, delete is what CRUD usually means. I really want to skip this, but I'm going to be a good boy. Watch this.
Sending in the key status. This returns, I just ate some delicious brains. Here's how we would get the zombie.
Okay.
Returning Jim. We could also collect multiple keys and concatenate them together into a string.
Cool.
Getting Jim said, I just ate some delicious brains. Here's a recipe for reading values out of a hash.
Okay. It's also one hash.
Back to our zombie challenge, where we want to return the tweet with the ID equals 3. We kind of want the result of whatever code we're about to write to return something like this hash so we can read out the values from it. And the code needed to solve this challenge looks something like this. T equals tweet.find3. This is going to return something that we can then print out to the screen.
Hang on, what did you say? Sorry.
.find3. This is going to
The tweet object with ID 3. Oh, so it's any 3?
return something that we can then print out to the screen.
Oh.
In a Rails application, when we use the word tweet and it's singular and uppercase, it's going to allow us to access in our database the lowercase and pluralized table name,
Wow.
tweets.
Really? That's amazing.
When we call find3, we're calling a method on the tweet, which is going to fetch the tweet with the ID of 3 and store it in that t variable. So now, if we do puts tid, we get back the ID of 3. If we do puts t status, we get back I just ate some delicious brains. And if we do puts t zombie, we get back Jim, as you might expect. When we're getting values out of the database, we don't use a hash syntax. We use a dot syntax. We typically just say t.id, t.status, or t.zombie, and it returns the same thing.
Okay, so you can do either one of these, the hash versus the dot syntax. Which do I like more? I'm more accustomed to this, but that's good to know. Colon kind of throws me off. Why even have the colon? What would go before the colon? Actually, real quick, I have these questions while I'm thinking of it. Join See, any place will have an IRC. It's the best place. our free node. That's where most of the cool stuff sits, programming wise. Why? How? Alright, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. I did this one time. I don't know. Alright, never mind. Ruby on Rails, y'all don't get to help me. I guess it's stopping the trolls from entering very easily. FedEx! My package has arrived, which I didn't order. How did that happen? Am I really getting something? That'd be cool. I don't think so, though. I'm not gonna get my hips up. This is kind of a cool video, though. So we got hash puts. Puts. That's a weird verb. Yeah, it's going across the street. Puts T. T as in tweet, I guess. All right.
You see that symbol up there? It's actually going to be our
Which one?
symbol in this tutorial for alternate syntax.
Oh.
And it happens to be the international symbol for Rubberman as well. I just made that up right now. Oh, it looks like a student has a question. Well, should we use the hash syntax or the dot syntax? Well, in most Rails applications, you'll see people using the dot syntax. So let's just do that from now on. Let's say we had a weapons table in our database, and we wanted to get the weapon out of the database with the ID of 1. Well, based on what we know so far, we might write W equals weapon find 1. Now that W is just the variable name, and we could have called the variable anything. But that would go into our weapons table and pull back our weapon, which we could then print out to the screen. You might be wondering why this level is called Deep in the CRUD. Well, CRUD, in case you're not familiar, stands for Create, Read, Update, and Delete. It's a database thing. So we're going to figure out how to do each of these things now. And well, we already figured out how to read. We can just call tweet.find3. How might we create a tweet, though? To do this, we can call t equals tweet.new. That's going to create a new tweet for us. We can set some values, like the status. And then by calling the save method on our tweet, it will save it to the database. To update the tweet, we can first...
Just so you know, this is really marking my newbiness, which I don't mind. Excuse me, I need to scratch the camera real quick. It's itching. There. I'm learning, and there are going to be interruptions like this. Hopefully from input from you saying, what the hell, in the comments, and I go, oh, cool. I'll have a IRC someday, and I'll have a Mumble chat probably too while I do this. I want to get input from y'all. I'm also going to come up with my own questions because I have a lot of them already. Some things I take for granted, I'll be able to explain. Some things others take for granted, these guys might, and I'll have to ask someone. And so, really know that first, doesn't matter where you're at, doesn't matter what you don't know, just ask the question if you have one. Just do it. Just do it. Just ask the question. Just ask. However dumb it is. What's CRUD? Why CRUD? What is CRUD? Are they just being zombie? No, they're being create, read, update, delete. What does create mean? It's where they create a new record. I could define it better, but anything really. One, if it gets more popular, might have to separate it out by level. I might not be able to answer as many questions in real time, but for now, hey, whatever goes.
Fetch it from the database, then update a value,
This is what programming is,
and
really.
then save it. And Rails will automatically update our database record.
Well, that's
Complete a
nice.
tweet, we
That's
can
nice.
find an existing one,
New.
and then simply call t.destroy.
So these are like ORMs, basically.
Let's go through all of our
It's for you.
CRUD statements now, one at a time, starting with creating a
I
zombie.
can't do that.
You might notice here that we don't have to set a new ID on this new tweet.
Because
That's
it's auto
because Rails
incrementing.
takes care of this
Maybe.
for us. The recipe here, which you could use for other tables, looks something like this. Notice that every word in the table name is going to be capitalized. There's two alternate syntaxes here you should be aware of. The first is that we can send in a hash into tweet.new with a series of keys and values which will get set on our new tweet. Then we can simply save it. Here's the
Okay.
recipe for that.
That's cool.
Lastly, if we call tweet.create and send in a hash, it will actually create a new tweet for us and automatically save it to the database. And here's the recipe for that. Next, let's go on to read. And we saw how to call the find method, send in an ID,
All right, I'm
and that
at
returns a single
7:30. I'm bad about this jumping ahead.
Let's take a closer look.
Okay,
All
sorry.
tweets where the zombie name, a count query
All right.
on our database.
I'll just have
returns
patience.
for us
All right,
multiple-
this is actually worth mentioning. I have a bad pet peeve, not pet peeve. I have a low tolerance for stuff I already know, so I really want to skip it. It's like you're in math class. I miss so much class. Don't do that. Like math, especially. If it's going slow, eventually it will pick up, and you'll miss it, and it will make everything infinitely harder. I'm still learning, obviously. Just suck it up and go through it, even if you think you know it, because it's worth it from experience.
And
So I'm
here's the
going to
recipe
listen to
for
myself.
that.
Okay, great. Recipe.
Next, let's go on to read. And we saw how to call the find method, send in an ID, and that returns a single tweet with the ID of 2.
Easy enough.
However, we can
Tweet.find.
also send in multiple parameters,
Cool.
specifying multiple IDs, and that will return an array of tweets with these IDs. We can
Cool.
call tweet.first.
What if I only
to
want
return
part
the first tweet.
of the find?
We also
Can you
call
only get the whole
tweet.last
thing?
to return the
And is
last
it what
tweet.
database is
And
this
finally,
using?
we can call
MySQL or
all,
Mongo?
which will return an array with all of the tweets.
Last, all. That's
A
nice.
few more
First.
reading
Okay.
functions, starting with count. Count is actually going to run a count query on our database and return for us the total number of tweets. We can also specify the order of tweets we want returned. In this case, order them by the zombie name. We can limit the number of tweets we return, in this case 10. We can also return all tweets where the zombie name is equal to.
Oh, and this is where the chaining comes in.
Here's where Rails starts to get really powerful. You see, many of these methods can be chained together to create a complex query. Let me show you what I mean.
Super.
Here is a query which uses method chaining. Let's take a closer look. This is going to return only tweets from the zombie whose name is Ash. It's going to be ordered by the status of the tweet, and it's only going to return the first 10 of these tweets. As we saw in the previous slide, when we call tweet where zombie Ash, it's going to return an array. Even if there's only one tweet from zombie Ash, it's still going to return an array. But we only may want the first tweet from zombie Ash, in which case we can call .first, just giving us the first one. Here's the code we need to update a zombie, and here's the recipe that goes along with this. Shouldn't be surprising. There's an alternate syntax here, though. We can also set multiple attributes on this tweet
As
by
I
simply
expected.
saying attributes equals and sending in a hash. Here's the recipe for that.
Can I
We
much
can
your
simplify
eyeballs?
this further by using the update method, which allows us to send in a hash of attributes we want to have updated, and this code automatically saves these values to the database. Here's the recipe for that.
Cool.
Pretty simple.
Dot attributes or just dot
Here's our
update.
code for deleting a zombie and the recipe that goes along with it. As you might suspect,
Destroy.
all of this in one line, finding and destroying the zombie. Pretty simple.
Cool.
If we ever wanted to delete all of the tweets, we could also call tweet.destroyAll.
That's interesting.
Now, if you're a software developer,
I don't know why you wouldn't. Could you also do .find all? However you do that, and then .destroy. I bet that other way is faster since it's baked in. But
by trade, you probably suspect that I'm leaving out some details about how all this stuff gets stitched together. But don't worry, we're going to get into that in the next level. In the meantime, go do some challenges and get familiar.
all right, so here I am doing all this stuff. Good job. So, we'll see if I get a response.
Familiar with this syntax, and I'll see you in the next level.
I'll see you in the next level. All right, so video's over. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go back and see if I can get Ruby installed or running or whatever, something. I imagine this is, yeah, so cool. My stomach's going crazy. I think I've had so much caffeine. I don't need hints. Press enter to submit. Blah, blah, blah. Try to find a zombie where the ID is 1. So, Z. See, this is way different now that I'm not watching it. Holy crap. I want to say, like, they were using Z. I like the dot find 1. Zombie dot find. So, zombie, because it's lowercase, does it need to be lowercase? What if it's upper? Don't tell me I'm done with level 1. Okay, no, just zombie ID equals Ash, Grave, Glen Haven, cool. Create a new zombie. I don't remember, but let's try. So zombie dot capital Z dot create dot new Okay, well, I created a new zombie. I didn't store it or anything, or have a name. Hang on. Zombie.create. see one. How do I... See, if I had a IntelliSense or whatever, that'd be amazing if it would pop out with what my options were. Be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Here is what you might want. I don't know. And then it's like name, show. I don't know. I didn't know there were points involved. Oh wow, I got the whole thing. Oh well. How do I go next? Find two. Find the last zombie. Zombie dot last. Man, it's just weeds, man. I got that. The last should be my father's basement. That's the one I got. Find all zombies ordered by the names. Zombie dot all name. I have no idea. Zombie dot find all dot order name. I'm making this stuff up, yo. I don't know. I made it up and I almost had it work. Be used a lot of order method to sort the zombies. Did you already take my points away? Do I gotta get mad up in here? No takers on the IRC channel, but one day, you never know. Maybe so. I will make a friend. Zombies in the trees. How scary would that be? Find a zombie in a tree. Zombie dot order. Can I just order name? Really? I don't even have to say all? That's interesting. I'm good at guessing, apparently. That's what I'm good at. Using my intuition. Blah, blah, blah. Press enter. Because I literally don't remember any of the details. But I guess I wouldn't. That's why you gotta do this. Do this Watsky. Just 100 words for swag. You could just call it Watsky. How he talks, like I noticed myself talking like Watsky. Anyway, update Zombie 3's Graveyard to zombie dot find 3 dot attribute graveyard to I get this, that's crazy. Attributes. I don't know. I could waste my time and figure it out. I already did that. Dot. I'm a dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum, but that makes sense. I got it now. Let's start. Weird terminalness. Terminolocity. Did I get it? Did I get it? I think I got it. Why is it not counting? I don't. I'm not setting it. Somehow. How do I set it? Dot save? I don't know. I have to do z equals what? Why can't I just set it that away? I don't know. And I'm gonna destroy it. Zombie.find do z equals zombie.find 3 z.destroy. Bam. Next level. Models taste like chicken. I got that chicken tasting model. Code TV. That sounds cool. I think I have to go to the restroom real quick. So we're gonna take a brief break. In the meantime, you can watch my camera, hidden desktop. Be right back. Alright, I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Got a little bit more water and my ear itches. We're good. So I said I wanted to try that Ruby on Rails stuff real quick. Ruby on Rails. There. What? Not tutorial. That one. Get started. I have no idea what this is. What if I run that gym install Rails? I have no idea what that's going to do. Do I have a database? Do I not? Am I installing right now? So apparently, when it says gym install Rails, command line, and it said command line. This is command line. Like, Node has its own little Nodey command line. I don't know if it is necessary or not. Water. You going? You doing it? Got some crackers for this cracker. My mom called me a cracker yesterday. I don't know how I felt about that. I am, but yeah, you can call me that. No, no. Hello? A lot of Java people in OM programming. I'm gonna assume this is installing. I'm gonna move it over. Once something happens, I'll pull it back. Good deal? Great. I hope it is doing something. I should have put a -v. I wonder, can I type? No, I can't type. -v for verbose. Maybe it would tell me something. In the meantime, let's learn from this dude. He seems cool. Oh, it's doing something. They have a crazy intro, like, whoa. It's
You're watching
legit.
Rails for Zombies, and this
Someday
is
I'll
level
have
2,
something like that.
where we're going to be talking about models, the lifeblood of your application.
The
You've
lifeblood.
already been working with models, but you don't even know it yet. See, models are how we communicate
They
with
tricked me.
our data store in Rails. The lifeblood of our
Yes.
application. Here's the customer's browser, and it's about to hit our Rails application. When it does, it's going to encounter 4 components, as you see here. We're going to be learning about those components in the next 4
Brains,
levels,
lifeblood,
starting with
sight.
models, which are about there. In the previous level,
That's
when we
controller.
called tweet find 3, and it went to the database to find the tweets table. Well, it was actually able to do this only because there was a model that was called tweet. This is a file that resides in the app models directory. Notice it's singular, lowercase, tweet.rb. Inside this file, this is what we find. Class tweet inherits from active record base.
Object
When we write
oriented.
capital tweet anywhere in our Rails application, it means we're referencing this tweet model.
That's automatic.
Since this tweet model inherits from active record base, this is what
Active record
maps this class to the table which has the lowercase plural name tweets.
Okay. Cool.
So when we call find
Oh.
3,
Real quick. Oh no. Did it go away? Oops. Whoa. Whoa. I must have clicked it. Whoa. My computer's possessed right now. Give it a second. It'll be okay. It's just opening stuff up. On God. Yeah. All right. My command went away. So I'm gonna figure out what path I want to do. What do I do? Programming there, or my E drive? My E drive is asleep. Probably shouldn't be looking at this. Oh, secrets. Programming. Ruby. I don't need to capitalize it. RoR. I'm gonna make one more. Hello world. Now back over here. I don't know why I gotta right click and paste it. Okay. Oh. Rails. New. Paste. Gem install Rails. I'll let you see it this time. I don't know why it went away. Did I accidentally click it? In excitement? We don't need the full screen anyway.
on our tweet class, and the type of class that it is a model, it goes looking inside of our tweets table. What gets returned is an instance of this class, which has the values for tweet with the ID of 3. This is what gets set in our t variable. What would happen if we created a new tweet and immediately saved it without setting any values? Well, it turns out it would still create a new tweet with a blank status and a blank zombie, which is not what we want. We don't want that in the database. So how would we fix this? First of all, if we wanted to make sure status was never blank, we could go back into our model class and specify validates presence of status. That means our model is going to validate that we do have a status, and if it doesn't, it's not going to allow us to save it. So
Try it one more time. Did I somehow do a 32-bit installation maybe? Maybe it was supposed to be 64 or...
go to the command line and we create a new tweet now and call t.save, it's going to return false. If we didn't have this validation, it would return true, meaning it was successfully saved to the database. To figure out what went wrong, we can run t.errors.messages, and it's going to return a hash with values that show us what went wrong. It turns out just this error message, we could access the string inside of the hash by writing t.errors status and specifying we want the error in the 0 position because it is an array. See those brackets? Rails comes with a bunch of model validations right out of the box. Besides validates presence of, we have validates numericality of to make sure something is a number. We can say validates uniqueness of to make sure something is unique. We have validates confirmation of if we have two fields like a password that need to be equal. We have validates acceptance of if there's, say, a checkbox they need to check, like they read the terms of service. There's validates length of to make sure that something they entered is longer than maybe 3 characters. There's validates format of if we want to specify a regular expression. For example, if we want to make sure their email is valid. There's validates inclusion of if we want to make sure that a field like age is in between 2 values. And lastly, validates exclusion.
I'm confused
if we want to make
these
sure
columns.
a value is not included in what the user
Are those examples? Are they another form of syntax?
Validations have another easier syntax to use. We can write validates and then specify the attribute we want to set some validations on, and then specify what we want to validate about it. For example, presence true. Then if we wanted to, we could write another line, validate status length 3. But as you might imagine, there's a better way to write this. We could combine these two to simply write validate status, presence true, length 3, all in one line. Now I said all in one line, but you might be saying, hey, that's 3 lines. Well, that's because Ruby knows statements like this that sort of end with a comma at the end. It's going to look at this and run it all as a single line. There's going to be other places in this tutorial where you're going to see things on multiple lines, but Ruby's going to interpret it as a single line. Just as you saw.
Let's absorb this. Validates colon status. I need to figure out this colon business. This guy. Presence
on the previous
true,
slide.
Comma, status. So on status, comma, presence is true. Status is the attribute. Comma, blah, blah, blah. Then they add another comma for another validation. Length, colon. So, and then they have parentheses, brackets there. Why do they have brackets? Why can't it? Could it just be a 3? No, probably not. Length. This is probably custom for length. You always do the brackets or something.
There's a bunch of different validations that we could use with this new syntax.
Numericality, uniqueness, length, minimum, maximum. Acceptance. I don't know what that would really mean. Confirmation. How would they know if it's accepted or confirmed?
Most people who are programming Rails apps are using some form of relational database, meaning that you've got multiple database tables and they have relationships with each other. So let's figure out how to define a relationship using Ruby on Rails. Currently, in our tweets table, we're storing the name of the zombie that did each of the tweets, but
one gem install. What? I think that's good. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Baller. Shot collar, 20-inch blade. I don't know how to dance. Okay. Please use DL. DL is depreciated. Well, then why'd you install it? I don't get it. Install the build tools. Please update your path to include build tools or download the dev kit from blah 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 and follow the instructions. JSON, the unbundler cannot continue. Make sure. Dev kit. Well, real quick. Ah, man. Fiddle. Okay, dev tools. We'll do that. We will do that, guys. Y'all said it I would have what I need, but it's okay. You can figure it out. I can figure it out. I can figure it out. Development kit for use with Ruby. This looks good. Let's see. How do I wanted to see the details, but maybe it will open for me. Yeah. Extractation. See, this is the stuff you wouldn't see. Normally, when they're professionals doing this, they're like, it's already installed, or look how easy it is. But they've already done this, and they already have all the stuff. I don't know what's going on either. We'll figure it out together. And I'm gonna eat crackers while I do it too. I suggest you do that. I might get some cheese with these crackers, but I don't have any. I'm probably not annoying. Almost there, guys. So it unpacked it. What? Oi. I don't really want to. I thought I extracted it. I should never open this. There. Good. Is this still being weird? That is weird. Users Nick downloads. What did we extract it as? Ming? Oh crap. It's extracting it to all of it. Hey. Cool. This is a solid state too. Imagine. Might be because I'm streaming such high quality video right now. So this is the life of a developer. Busy compiling. I'm busy compiling. I guess I can in multitasking, usually you want to be doing something while you do this, but should be done soon. There we are. Holy. Does that do something? Ay. Caramba. Are y'all expecting me to like run that? Cause can I just, yeah, can I do that? Look at me, I'm a programmer. Okay. I need to take this and go to C. Actually, no. Ah, shoot. That's not what I want. Ruby. Dev kit. Now, how do I? No. So I'm trying to navigate there, and I'm going to do please work. I have no idea what I did. But it's the magic of the terminal. It's so amazing. I don't know what to say. This is copywritten, so it'll be deleted in 2 to 3 work days. YouTube, stop it. Okay, I did something. Yeah, nothing to do. Yay. Nothing to do. Did I get it? Am I good? Where am I? Did I do it? Can I do Rails server? It seems like a lot of stuff. E. Exiting. I didn't tell you to exit. Maybe you didn't exit. Maybe you're working right now. What? See, this is what they need to fix if they want people to use it, because it's so easy to get started with PHP. It's so easy. You run it, hit start, works. Or Apache, WAMP, whatever. Doesn't help. Alright, gem install tz info data. Do something. I'm doing this a lot. I don't know where that came from. I just made it up. It's never existed before. Now at least the error changed. I need gem, what? Gem file. That is a gem file. tz data, tz info data. It's doing something. Error gone with that. I believe in dreams. I believe. This guy is asking, can I have someone's opinion on my portfolio design? I will give you opinion. Why is I need it larger. I guess these should match. I would appreciate that. Close. Oh. I wouldn't, if I add, TZ info, I wouldn't know what to put next to it. So this is what happens with programming. You hit walls of doom. Sometimes you can't get past them for a day. Jim. Added it to there. That's what I will do. I'll add it to there, wherever it does bloom. Binding options, how do I set that? I don't know, how do I set that? I don't know how to SQLite. Interesting. Come on, Ruby on Rails. So, I will come back to this later. I'm having more fun doing this, and it's more useful. Next, I'm probably going to put this down until I find the solution, and then I'll try and tell you, or remember to tell you. I'm going to try installing it on my host, my web host, HostMonster. It's pretty cheap. Maybe it'll be easier there, maybe not. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of cool. British teens were born. He's even doing Angular. This kid is impressive already. Lua. He's doing Lua. It's awesome. Let's see what they say. Huh? I don't see the doc type, but okay. This is this guy's portfolio. Why can't I? This guy. I'm not gonna say anything, but mentored by. Stop calling him idiot, bro. Bro, don't call people idiots. You must be frustrated with them. Tangent Storm's cool. I'll go back. I realize I'm streaming now. That's why I need an audience. I'm just reading the text. To the Void. I know that name too. Why not Angular? Single page. It's cool. Okay. All right. Back to work.
We want to add some additional attributes to the zombies, like what graveyard they're from, in which case it might be nice and eliminate duplication if we had a zombies table. So let's change our tweets table to have a zombie ID column referring to which zombie that tweet belongs to. You'll notice here that tweet 1 and 4 belong to the same zombie ID. Now here comes our zombies table. We're now specifying the zombie name and the graveyard it belongs to. And you'll notice that the ID on this table refers to the zombie ID up in the tweets table. The only thing that's left for us to do is to figure out some way to tell our Rails application that this relationship exists. We need to map these two models together.
Okay.
In that case, we want to specify the relationship in both directions. So we need to tell our Rails application what relationship a zombie has with a tweet and what relationship a tweet has with a zombie. So first, as you can see with the table here, how do we express that a zombie has many tweets? To do that, we go into the zombie model, which we probably created ourselves when we created our zombie table, and specify has many
A zombie has many tweets.
tweets. Notice
Really?
that tweets here
You
is
literally write that?
lowercase and plural. That's all there is to it.
Wow.
Now let's switch the tables around and figure out the other side of the relationship. So if we had to articulate this relationship, we might say
This tweet has a zombie.
that a tweet
Belongs
belongs to a zombie.
Okay.
So now in our model, we need to express this relationship.
Tweet.
All we have to do is write belongs to zombie. And that's all there is to it. But notice here, this is singular because a tweet can only belong to one zombie.
That's great.
Now let's go ahead and run some code. First, I'm going to fetch the zombie with ID of 1 and set that equal to ash. You'll notice here what gets returned, that's actually the instance of our zombie class with the values of zombie ash. Now let's create a tweet for zombie ash. We're going to create a tweet with status, your eyelids taste like bacon, and the second parameter here in our hash is going to be zombie ash. So we're actually sending in the zombie object,
Oh,
and
nice.
Rails is going to take care of all the mapping for us.
Magic.
Notice here what gets returned is our new tweet that has an ID of 5. It created the ID for
Zombie
us.
ID
The
1.
proper status, and it has zombie ID 1, which of course is Ash's.
That is beautiful.
Now if we call ash.tweets.count,
It's a little crazy.
it's going to return that Ash has 3 tweets now. And now if we call ash.tweets, which is using the has many association, it's going to return an array with 3 instances
Let me
of
pause
tweets
this.
which belong to Ash.
Tweets. If we just say ash.tweets, that's all of them, I guess, that belong to her. That's pretty sweet. And that's blah, 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 blah. very distracting. Although I want to mentor. What? But so I want to look at the syntax real quick. Tweet.create. We create a tweet by .create, tweet.create. Then we put a parentheses. Okay, that makes sense. And then they did. The recipe is the column, and then what goes in it. And this is zombie. I wonder if you could put 1, or if you have to put that. Then if you do tweets.count, that figures out for you. So they're saying this in the Do I have a GitHub account? Do I have stuff on the GitHub account? Yeah, I do. Okay. It's been a little while. RC nickname. What is my name? I don't even know. What is my name? Nick Home. I want to fill this out because you should too. Mentee question. This is true. No tolerance for dicks. I'm not gonna put it. I guess I saved it, so I'm gonna call that okay. I don't know what happens next, but we should. All right. I don't need that. I don't need that. I want my video back. I need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need that. I don't need that. I kind of have a code mentor, but I don't see him very often. Tweets. Okay, so let's finish this up before I get distracted
in our
again.
database, we would see that it created a new row for us for Ash's new tweet. One more thing. Now, if we fetch this new tweet out of the database, we could call t.zombie. What this would return is an instance of a zombie, an instance of app.
T tweet.find 5 that dot zombie is the one is the person. Okay.
We could even call t.zombie.
It does what you would think it would do.
Which will give us back the zombie's name, in this case,
That is nice.
Ash. Now it's time for you to practice creating some models of your own, and I'll see you in level 3.
I will see you there too, bro. This is cool. This is cool. This turned into Rails for Zombies Day. Start challenge. Let's do this. Now again, I have no idea how. I guess this is important to learn. And I hope this little case is acting as a good shock absorber so you don't hear all my typing so much. Define a zombie model. Oh man, I have to define a model? Oh crap. I just need boilerplate. Class. I would not have remembered that. I just can't remember that much, okay? Zombie. What is this? Oh, inheritance. Less than. Zombie inherits. I'm creating the zombie model. It's one. It's plural. It's it's not plural. It's singular. It's capitalized. Class. Class. Zombie is inherited from active record base. I need to do what that kid did. Make that portfolio. Did I? Oh man, I'm so good. I copy pasted. Okay. : base. What does that mean? I don't know. Add a validation that checks for the presence of a zombie's name. Checks. How am I supposed to remember that? That would be impressive. I can't remember that. Is this it? Yeah. Which, okay. So the method. So this is actually a method. And this is variables, parameters, whatever. Cool. Add a validation that checks the uniqueness of a zombie's name. See, there's no way I'm going to remember that offhand. Add a validation that checks the uniqueness. Did I already use points? Yeah. I'll never have any points. I'm okay with that. Validates underscore. I might be able to remember this now. Actually, let's. Validates uniqueness of. Okay. Class zombie inherits from active record, like from Windows, base, capital B, base, yeah, capital B, end. Oh crap, I'm looking at it. Validates, so it starts with validates, because it's a validation. Validates uniqueness of name. Zombie inherits from active record base. Okay. I just got real tired there for a while. I think it might have been the crackers, maybe, or caffeine D rush. Validate both uniqueness and the presence of a zombie's name on a single line using the new validation syntax. What? Okay. Validation of name, comma, I'm gonna try it. Validates I'd be surprised if this is right. Presence. So it's not of, it's. Why would I? Name. So it's the opposite direction. It's kind of weird. Validates. Oh yeah. Validates name, comma. I think I even remember going over this. Presence. True. Why would I put false? Why would I put true? Why wouldn't I guess if you want to know one way or the other. Presence. Yeah. Presence true, and then it's another comma. That's a little confusing to me, but uniqueness true. Okay. A weapon belongs to a zombie. Create that relationship. A weapon belongs to I was actually Can I just do that? Man! And it's lowercase? That's interesting. That is very interesting. What did I do? A possible correct answer is belongs to zombie. What if I do a capital Z? I guess that doesn't work. This is my favorite part, using it, you know? I really do need a portfolio, because that's like the first thing I should do as a programmer, especially a web developer. Man. I need things to portfolio too, but that will come. See, I've done this stuff. I don't know. I will get to it. Belong to zombie Ash. So A equals zombie dot find ash. It's an interesting name. I don't need a semicolon, man. I think I'm mixing languages together. Has many and belongs to. And they're both lowercase. Why would they do lowercase? But dot name. I just do find ash. I do 1. That's probably cheating. I know that's cheating because I shouldn't know. I should be able to find. If I do ash. It's almost my name. Unknown key. Name. Oh. Zombie. Name. Just wanted to see if I could figure that out. Man, I want to know how to find real stuff, man. Fine, I'll cheat. I have 175 points. I cheat all the time. How many levels are there? 5. Brief break. I'm gonna try and see if I can't get something up on my host. I need to look up something real quick though. Propaganda. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by email now. I might have to take a break soon, but I want to know about this. I will take a break after this, actually. Log in. I should take a break just to split up the video, you know? So, here I am. You know, whatever. Ruby. Ruby on Rails, Ruby on Rails. I got an application that I need to test. App name. Ruby based on the Rails framework. Rails application must run like any other application. After creating an application, you need to populate it with your code. Then you can choose to start or stop the application, even load application every time the server reboots. Okay. App name is RoR test because I already have test. Actually, I will delete this. Actually, I will cancel that. Okay, whatever you say, man. Rails apps. Da 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 da. I can choose Postgres or SQLite 3. MySQL. Production. Provides Fusion Passenger as of on Rails 3 app. Mongols. Fusion Passenger. What the heck is that? Interesting. Three. I didn't realize we were on 3. I thought it was 2 only. 4. Oh, we're on 4. Really? I guess that's Ruby is 4. Rails is Ruby is 2. RoR test. RoR test. RoR test. RoR test. RoR, 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 RoR test. Your app is installed. Its name is RoR test. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Did that. Ruby. I don't know what I do with the gym. Oh, I have no idea what this is, so I'm not going to answer that right now. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna connect to my FileZilla. This gotta move. Move! Dang, get out the way. So, Rails apps, is that where I saved it? RoR test. All right. So now, let's see. Let's see if that does anything. And let's go to. Please do something. Rails apps. That I would hope it. I was hoping that was all I needed to do. I was hoping that, Charlie. App Charlie. Doesn't even sound like him. How do I restart the app? I will restart it. How do I do that? Wait. Fusion. How do I? Oh man. This, I don't have SSH set up for my host. Oh man. Alright, so this is obviously not going to be super duper easy. Please, help. So I just tried this. Aw. What? How do I get identified? Alright. It's break time before I go too crazy. Oops. I will actually attempt to install this on my Mac. If it works, then I don't know how I'm gonna stream from there, but we'll figure it out. You go get a break, I'm gonna get a break. We'll meet back later. Thank you for stopping by. How do I stop this stream? Momentarily.